What's up my fighters and welcome to Dragon Ball Legends again. My name is Rami the Archer and today my friends we are going to speak about the Legends Battle Royale and what are the best teams to use in it. But before we start, if you are new here and you want to stay updated with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And with that being said, let's just get started. Alright, so before we start with talking about the teams themselves, I just wanted to mention one thing that you need to keep in mind, which is there is no such thing called the very best team for Legends Battle Royale. No, it depends actually on two different factors. The first one is actually who are the characters that you have from the team. So if you don't have the characters that you need actually to form that team, obviously you won't be able to use that team. However, the second factor is actually how familiar you are playing with this team. So if you aren't familiar playing with the God Key team, for example, you won't be able to win with it even if your characters are actually completed and your team is formed perfectly. So basically you are going, for example, to use actually the wrong abilities at the wrong time. You won't know what your characters are going to do, what are their abilities, what are their unique abilities. You aren't going to know anything about them, and that's why I am telling you that you have to be actually familiar with the team you are using, together with the fact that you need actually a good formed team. And what is a good formed team? Well, it is a team with a good character of each color in that team, because you need all 5 different colors. If you miss one color, you are going to put yourself into a very bad disadvantage, and that will hurt your team so much in Legends Battle Royale, because simply you want to lower your losing chances in the Legends Battle Royale matches as much as possible. However, now let's talk about the teams that we can use in the current Legends Battle Royale and that are good. So the first one that we are going to speak about is actually the God Key team. And the God Key team, as you can see, isn't actually the very best team for me. Yes, I have Rosé, but he is on 2 stars, unfortunately. I have Gatku, which is very perfect actually. I have him at the amount of stars that I need. I have the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and I have the Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue Goku as well. So what am I missing? Can you know what I am missing? Well, I am missing actually a perfect green character as well, which is the legendary finish Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. If I would have had him, I would have run this team perfectly actually, and I would have destroyed all of my enemies. But since I don't have the legendary finish Vegeta, I am not going to run this team. I am running instead actually the second team that we are going to speak about. But before we speak about the second team, if you have the legendary finish Vegeta and you have the Gatku on 6 stars and you have Rosé and you have all of the other characters that I mentioned, then you can actually use the God Key team and it would be perfectly amazing for you and it will help you a lot. However, if you don't have the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, you can instead use the Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and he would do the exact same amount of damage and he will be perfectly amazing as well. And I am missing him as well actually, and that's another point why I can't use this team. However, let's talk now about the second team which I am using. And the second good team that we can use actually in the current Legends Battle Royale is the Lineage of Evil. And this is the team that I am using. Why? Well, because I have actually all of the great characters in it. I have the Transforming Frieza, the Transforming Cooler, the Final Form Frieza, the Pod Frieza, the Golden Frieza, and the Final Form, the Full Power Final Form Frieza. So I have actually a perfect character from each color, and I have the very best characters in this tag. So that's why I am using actually this tag, not the God Key tag. Although the God Key characters are much better actually, but still I am more familiar with this team, and I have actually better characters in this team than the God Key team, and that's why it is better for me to use this team. So this is what I mean with who are the characters that you have actually, and which team are you mostly familiar with. So when I use this team, I am not going to use any abilities in the wrong time. I am not going to cover change with the wrong character. I know with who I am going to cover change and with who I am going to start, and what are the abilities of my team. So this is why this team is the best team for me to run. And I won all 3 matches. They are the first 3 matches, so they aren't something to be proud about. You are going to face the lowest amount of players actually, so the next and the next and the next are going to show how good this team is. However, this is the best team for me. It might be for you as well. If you have the same characters, it might be for you as well actually. Instead of the transforming cooler, if you don't have him, you can use actually Lord Shield. He works perfectly, especially against the Super Saiyans. He destroys them. So basically, this is the second team, the second good team that you can use in the current Legends Battle Royale. So let's go to the third one. And the third good team that you can use actually in the current Legends Battle Royale is the Super Saiyan team. And when I say Super Saiyan, I mean all of the Super Saiyan team. Because if you take a look here, there is actually so many Super Saiyans that aren't showing here. For example, transforming Trunks, transforming Vegeta, and transforming Gogeta, all of them aren't showing here because of the fact that they are transforming warriors. So they don't show here, but they are still actually they are still Super Saiyan characters. So you are going to count them here. However, what are the best characters actually to use? Well, the very best one is Super Vegito, of course. Then comes Cheetku, although there might be some debate here. Let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. In my opinion, Super Vegito is much better than Cheetku. Let me know who do you think actually is better, Cheetku or Super Vegito. However, they are both amazingly crazy and very strong actually, so we won't waste a lot of time about that. Let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Anyway, the third good character is transforming Vegeta, obviously, and the most important part for this team is Super Saiyan Bardock. If you have him, use him. He will make your team incredibly amazing. If you don't have him, it's okay. You still have some great characters to put instead of him. However, as for the yellow character that you are going to use, it is actually either the Extreme Super Saiyan Broly or the Super Saiyan 2 transforming Gohan. I wouldn't recommend you to use the Super Saiyan 2 transforming Gohan because he will turn obviously into Super Saiyan 2 and then the buffs for Bardock will not work. But if you aren't going to use Bardock, then obviously use him because he will be a very great character actually, and he will receive all of the buffs for the Super Saiyan characters, so he is going to be incredibly amazing. As for the green characters, there is 2 choices to choose between. There is actually the Kid Super Saiyan Goku from GT, and there is the Super Saiyan Broly, the green one. So basically those 2 characters are greatly amazing. The Broly has the shield, which is incredibly insane, and he has the special move buffs that makes his special move insanely strong actually. And the Kid Super Saiyan Goku from GT is something that you don't need to even explain, right? His blast attacks are going to destroy your enemy no matter what this enemy is. He destroys even the purple characters with his blast attacks. Unfortunately, with time he gets weaker and weaker, so you have to finish the matches as soon as possible with him, otherwise he won't be as strong as at the beginning of the match, but still he is going to stay very strong. As for the red characters, there is actually the Super Saiyan Vegeta, the Super Saiyan Kale, and the Super Saiyan Gogeta from the Fusion Reborn movie. So those are the characters that you can actually use in your team if you are going to run Super Saiyan team. So before we finish our video, I just want to mention some honorable teams. And the first one is the regeneration team, and the second one is the female warrior team. So those two teams aren't, in my opinion, that great, but still, if you don't have any of the great characters in the three teams that I mentioned before, those two teams are still some really good teams actually to use in case, as I said, you don't have actually good characters in the other three teams and you are familiar with those two teams, then obviously use them, and I hope that you win actually your matches. So yeah, basically with that being said, that was everything for today. Let me know your opinion about the Legends Battle Royale and who are the best teams to use in it in the comments section below, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Dragon Ball Legends.